Welcome to Booze on the Rocks. My name is David Edwards, and it's great to have you here today. We're going to make the Southside. Now, this cocktail is a classic and it's been around for a while. In fact, it's considered to be Al Capone's favorite cocktail. Now, having said that, some people will attribute its creation to him, but there's conflicting stories. Some will say it was created from the 21 Club, but they're most likely popularized it. However, you can first find it in print in 1916 in Hugo Enslin's Recipes for Mixed Drinks, and it was actually called a Southside Fizz. The only difference is it had some sparkling water in it. Now, this doesn't require very many ingredients, so you need some kind of your favorite gin. I'm using a bottle of Yukon Brewing's artisanal gin. This is 42% ABV. It was gifted to me. It was created in Whitehorse in the Yukon. You need a simple syrup. Now, normally a 1-to-1 simple syrup, I'm using a 1.5 parts sugar to 1 part water. Heat it up till it goes clear. It'll sit in the fridge good for 2 to 3 weeks. However, you're gonna go through it faster than that. You need mint. In fact, part of the reason some people call this a, what do they call it? It's actually, some people will call it a gin mint julep. Some people will call it a gimlet with gin, and that's because it's based on very many of the same ingredients except the addition of this. Now, I'm using a little bit of lemon juice. Hugo Enslin's recipe first calls for lemon juice, so I'm going to use that. Some people will use lime, and some people will use a combination of a lemon, lime in equal measures. So leave a comment down below. Let me know your favorite gin, what you would use, and your favorite kind of citrus, because I'm curious to see how you would build this cocktail out. Now, we are going to shake this cocktail, and we're going to start this with some mint leaves, and you want 5 reasonably sized mint leaves, and we're just going to throw that directly into the glass. Once you've done that, you're going to grab your muddle, and you're just going to press the mint gently. You don't want to push down and tear. What you want to do though is just bruise it and allow the oils to come out. That'll give you that fresh mint flavor. So we're going to start now with our lemon, I was going to say lime. However, we need a total of 1 ounce or 30 mils, so I'll just measure that out and then pour it into the glass. You're going to follow this up with your simple syrup. You're going to use the same amount as the lime juice to sort of balance it out of 1 ounce or 30 mils. Your next ingredient is going to be your gin of choice. Now, as I said, I'm using the Yukon Brewing gin. We're going to use a total of 2 ounces or 60 mils. Your next step is to shake this with ice. And that's actually one of the reasons you don't want to really actually pound your mint. And the reason I say that is you're going to get a bunch of action, or I should say your mint is going to be crushed and agitated with the ice. So we're only going to shake this for about 8 to 10 seconds. And you're going to do it relatively hard. Then you're going to pop that off with the strength of 5 mint leaves. You're going to put this off to the side, and you're going to grab your favorite glass. Now, I'm going to serve this in an up style in a coupe. You could do this in, say, a rocks glass over some ice. Totally up to you. But what I am going to do is I'm going to fine strain this because I want to keep the chunks of mint out. All right, take a look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. However, we are going to use a mint leaf. We're just going to give it a smack it once just to release the oils. We're going to drop it directly on top. And here you have the Southside cocktail. It's got a beautiful light golden, limey, lemony tint to it. Absolutely just beautiful to look at. It's a full 8 out of 10. Yeah, and there's a reason why it was Al Capone's favorite cocktail. This is a 10. The gin is there, but it's not overpowering at all. The lemon is there. The syrup is there and that mint is there, but it's beautifully balanced. Like, I mean, beautifully balanced. This is actually probably one of the best ones I've ever had. Part of that will come down to the type of gin that you use. So whatever you use, just use something you really like that works well with these flavor profiles. Now, if you like cocktails like this, yeah, take a look after the recipe card here, but this is really good.